and stiletto broke on the way down the hall to my flow. Those that were wronged at the top all agree and nod when my flow starts, because it's hot lava, dog. Everybody up off the rug on the couch. That's the only stuff that doesn't matter. Is what we furnished our house. French with this, but no accent lift. Now I'm fucking in action when my fucking hot mind starts like the end parts of the clock, dog. The end parts where the buck stops. Like it's where the buck stops. That's when the bug gets squashed. That's when the fucking squad, the bud, will start and never stop. It's like I wish there was a bug on the bar. Like it's some Buzz Lightyear, y'all. Like this was a Toy Story 3. This was something I need, so I speak, because you wouldn't want to speak easy to drink. Well, it was legal, yes. An eagle's beak and the fucking talents that could squeeze. Please, that was some Play-Doh in the morning when the cartoons were done, and the carvers were clean from the bars with the arms that will frog, not stop, because I go frog, y'all. Like the fog rolling into the dark, and then all of the boats could have washed. It's like a fucking fire that's so hard it couldn't get put on, and then I fucking put you along like a fucking dog I don't walk no more, cause he done big. Now I done big. I wanna put my portrait onto this billboard, a fucking bill for me, like I'm a president, cause I fucking rip like this. There isn't any else way could have gone, no. Nocturnal stuff. I toss and turn in your dreams along, and now I fucking want this. Oh Lord. Unbridled flaws, something a mile better than y'all's. You can measure it with the tape that's long. Second take type stuff. I take 5, I'll take 5 out of the bag with the miniatures. Like for Halloween when they trick or treat. The trick is when I fucking did something sweet. No prestige on the end, like it's not a movie you see. It's just a fucking mirage. There's something in heat. There's something with the carcass to give you a heart. He wants a boss and the pins will plug your epidermis, sir. And then the fucking officer with a saw, but his barge would start to spin around like he was a claw, and that was his boat. You know what I'm talking about? Pull back strong, fucking soft. That was so strong to get any stain out on your laundry as it goes through the cycles. A cycle is something that spins, and now I'm a fucking psycho when I spit, but not that type of one. I feel like a psyop going on. This is something I strung. This instrument I just made up. It's a fucking makeup. Sex I'm talking about. But sex with the rest of it, that's some sexploitation if I ever saw in a fucking lecture I give at this big ass hall. I could have had my name on it, kid, and I'm still young. I'm young and hard, young enough to kick a car to Twilight Zone. Then I'll kick you hard like Roundhouse, what, Chuck Norris? So there could have been a 10 count, they could have just kept going up. Like they got to 1,000, so what does that mean? You can't box anymore? Box with the knees because I put you in a box and I shipped you somewhere cold. But they never got you in through the dough. It's like return to sender, no. Now return to the fucking sacrament that you're from. Return to this tank that's filled with sewer water that I just flush. And then those were the cars I thought to tip, because you can't always bluff. You can't always be in the coldest sock that's cold and sealed off from the rest of the world because you was all to gust, or maybe your heart was put off like the smoke was starting to come off. Won't you signal someone with the flares that could get lit? Those were the flares over your head. 4th of July shit when I spit. Now won't you spin again? Vanna, would you spin that letter for him and then fucking rip off that dress so I won't have to do it with this claws that I have? I'm a werewolf, bitch, that hosts a show, and I like to howl when the commercial comes, cause they told me to stop when we was on. When the on-air signal was lit like vacancy, bitch, this is a motel where you could have slept to get a little bit of rest. You run restless in your heart because you ain't connected with soul in this part of your dome where you can think things out. You couldn't be a bunch of kids in Red Rover, send over the next because you got stumbled up with the next and it's not even a sport. You ain't a good sport, yo. You ain't a sportsman fisher on a boat. You could have fell in with what had fins and then suffocate from the witness in. And now you want the witness out, but there wasn't a witness to it. It's no lifeguard on duty when he didn't saw a dog or had the day off. And now you got a big block and want to whittle something up, but you didn't have anything sharp. So what was you to do or use with your Hebrew that you could have picked a fucking pit from a nectarine in, but you haven't sliced it with something to gleam on the side of it, gloop on the side of it. A lob got electricity rod through plastic and wire star. Now I fucking wire a star to the galaxy I'm from, and the galaxy was fun. It's like a non-stop carnival, son. You could have won the biggest plush and you didn't even have to try that hard. You could have blew up a blimp with your lung capacity, cause that's all it takes, because you could do things like these and these, very impressive things inside the keys, and then flesh gets reattached, robots that's all charged, and I'll go with all greens on board like the mothership got a mother scream at y'all. A scream at y'all, put you in the cars and make your bottle red like you know what's coming about to paint your bald backside, little shit. Why you go and smoke my fucking green? That's a herb I need. Now I fucking got this grimace all like I want a cheeseburger bar from Ronald McDonald's sauce, and then I got a sizzling. Sizzle chopped with a chisel now. Out of stone and out of flow, so I'll throw rocks and pebbles on the flow, cause they're part of what I said before. And part of talk, if you got that fucking sweater off, then I could saw how your tits looked and we weren't hard to break off, because that's when the magnets don't touch, and then you saw the magic just once and your fucking mind would change from how it was to a better way I thought. And it was a bewilderment of this fucking bewitched, like I could just do my nose and then it was this, and then the fucking sneakers didn't have to be tied together like a kid done a prank or a trick to have the trip, and that's what's sick and that's what's thick on the mud. Don't be the wet blanket, dog. The laundry's for a reason, dog. And then you could go and shout at y'all. Shout now was God. Don't shout it out, just fucking say it strong in a voice you normally got. You should only have like 3 yourself. Don't change a lot. Just change some and fucking rearrange how you was, and then it could have been an almost one. I chant a line, and chanting nice. A redhead bitch to make a dress over what hang over window in the house here. House got most of the cars, they got most of the odds, but it's when you bet a lot on a certain watch, they really messed up. And you really get the chance, you really sick. Why don't you buy me something to sip? And then I could tell you how great it is to be alive and shit. Why don't you just be alive and rip and fucking live in this garden and hit? There's no key to that to get in, because I threw the necklace in the heat pot that we could light up with 1,000 pounds of gasoline I just pulled from the dinosaurs, and the bones wasn't even that old. Not rustic, yo, it's something with the bread, the dog. So it was soup like bangers and mash that we cooked up in a big kettle pot over the fire that's fucking ripping hard. Now I could rip the cloth of the broad off the blonde, because she's gonna get it hard like the bark of the barn. And that's not even something I brought, because I feel like I got the bra, the snub, because that's the orchestra, the certain instrument when I sit. Now this was a TV set that got the color in it. The first to do this, and I feel like I want to break, but I want the rest in the hip. If they got the kiss, that won't be a check that could bounce, because it's not a fucking rubber ball. Wanna get lost on the elementary school when we should know what we thought. We're sick. What we taught in this class that's full, and all these people enrolled just to see me go on a free roll with my free soul. It's not a free foe, it's like an angel with the wings that flap alone, and the halo still on. Still I want to pry the balls from hell and hell. They guard them hounds, and then I'll fucking whip them whole. With this magazine I'll roll like I'm trying to get a squall, or maybe a squall, like it's some Indian shit. Indian shit. With this I said, put on some more chapstick like it's cold and winter comes like a fucking honeycombs. It's so froze they can't even get in them holes, like they don't know how to pull them low when it gets like so. When I get to this twist, like a bunch of calls over freeways of the frequencies, and I fucking see this fucking finesse when I sing. Cause they wanna get this into the laundry, bitch. Like it's something to keep this soft, like it's one of them cloths you put in when the dryer starts. Mon ami in the booty when the munchkins on the undead wanted to tempt the fate to rip some of my flesh, I'll be like, I'll have that bet. A couple sticks, I'll disconnect the hit, so they can't walk erect. They'll just have to crawl to where they wanted to get. Boom. Some of the moths are gonna get some of my claws that I've sewn like soft, because I want it to get sonic saw whenever I go. Whenever this ghost is wanna get back into the wall, I make sure I put up a couple of 2x4s like this, that zombie game, bro. A jukebox hold my soul. Hold it dear, like a note it got from this most loved one that's read a lot. Read to self from the voice that they got, because they can remember this like an elephant on the walk, and then they run and don't walk to when it starts, because that's when the star will start in the sky, when it's not even dark. Cause then I collide with this rhyme to make a color that's new from the ones you got. When the ones that's planted plant this in the fucking plan to get what I want is my ass. Grind. Spot and grind bones of Jack Sparrow. I want that pirate dead, I want his soul. Cause he got a lot of life. This pop culture before pop was invented, dog. That's like admiration for someone else. It's something said like through whole society, bro. Like I'll be backed and I could get a fucking hold on your neck like it's a strangling, yo. And then the fucking song way, yeah, where it was.